Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys. It sound right, boys.
Hey everyone, welcome to Kempner Canucks. My name is Trev, and I'm so glad that you're here because 3-1 victory. The Canucks win tonight. It was absolutely unbelievable. Okay, no, it wasn't an unbelievable game. It was good enough. How's that? It was decent game. That's something we should not be. We should not be losing to a team like this. And a lot of people call us a team like that, right? I kind of feel like sometimes the Ducks sometimes look amazing, and other times they look mid. And so, but the key is getting the win tonight. And I was very, very excited about getting the win. I want to go through a few things. There's some massive, massive topics that I want to talk about. And one of them being the Blackhawks debacle. And so I do want to talk about this stuff later, but we do want to talk about the Canucks tonight. And the big question is this, and I know we won, but are the Canucks struggling? This is the big question. Or are the Ducks better than people think? And I know that we won 3-1, and there were times where we looked better, but I thought they looked pretty good considering. So yeah, that's our big question. Also, you're on the live stream. Listen, so glad that you're here, pumped that you're here, but I also do videos. I do trade rumors. I do trade reviews. I do salary cap videos. I do Christmas videos. My Christmas present one, if you haven't seen that yet, go watch it tonight after the stream. It's really a good one. I'm so excited to share that one with you. But follow me on Facebook, Twitter, or X, whatever you call it, and of course on YouTube. So hit that like and subscribe button. But tonight we want to talk about the good, the bad, the ugly. But before we do that, there's some massive news in Vancouver land, and it's this right here. This right here, everyone. It is Beauvillier traded to the Chicago Blackhawks for a 5th-round pick. And so I posted it on all my social medias, right, on Twitter, on Facebook, on YouTube. Interesting comments that I've been getting back from you guys regarding that. A lot of you guys confused why we did such a trade. Others are very happy, and others are so what does this mean? So one of the ones that I thought was super interesting was, it's so we traded, Horvat for, and then got Hronek, and we got a 5th-round pick out of that. It's like the big point of this is that we had too many wingers, and we needed to shed salary cap, and we did that. We got $3 million saved out of his $4.1 million contract, and gave us wiggle room to do something if we needed to, and we might not need to. We a lot of people are convinced we need a defenseman. Well, that gives us the freedom now to do that. It's not going to be Beauvillier for someone else right now. It's going to be, and Beauvillier, if we're honest, has not played well for us this season. I thought he played a lot better last year. I'm actually very happy with this trade because it frees up spaces for other people to play. They moved him up to that second line. And then with Corey Perry getting kicked off the team, done, they needed another winger. So they went and they got Beauvillier. 5th-round pick. It was cheap for them, but good for us. It worked for both teams. So I really like this deal for Vancouver. I don't know how much it's going to work for the Chicago Blackhawks. I hope Beauvillier has a great career there. And I'm not, and a lot of people think that Beauvillier is going to be playing with Bedard. I don't think that that's necessarily going to happen. Okay. So what else does it mean, everyone? What else does it mean that we traded Beauvillier to Chicago for a first-round pick? And I was hoping that it meant this, because I got a fever, and I need so much more Höglander. The only prescription is more Höglander in my life. So I thought that he was going to come up the lineup, and so I was excited about his new opportunity. So let's talk about those lineup updates. Kuzmenko came back, right? So that's good news. Goes right back into that first line role, which was still shocking to me. Di Giuseppe goes to the second line, and they put Höglander, after playing so good for so long, back to the fourth line with Amon and Lafferty, and they take Lafferty out that top line and bring him back down. It just was weird to see that. Honestly, I do not agree with PDG going back to the Miller line. You didn't see anything in the last couple of games saying that he should go back. I think Höglander should be on that second line. I've been telling you guys that for a while. I know a lot of you guys agree with me. So I'm not overly thrilled about the line combinations. I'm happy with the win. But that top line of Kuzmenko, Pettersson, and Mikheyev just does not look good. And I think there needs to be changes to it. So I think someone needs to come off of there. And yeah. Anyways, those are my just big things. Okay, let's quickly talk about this game. I want to get into your comments tonight, so please post the comments in there. And let's just quick. Brock the Rock leading the NHL with 16 goals. Got another one. Got actually a pretty easy one for him tonight. So that was massive. There wasn't really much to talk about in the first period. Now, granted, I want you to know the game was on, but I was also decorating my Christmas tree for Christmas. We got it done tonight. Got my Canucks ornaments on the Christmas tree, of course. And so that was there wasn't much really else to talk about but congrats to Brock with leading the league with 16 goals. I mean, who would have thunk, right? So second period, I don't know how many times lately I've been yelling out Myers. Like, what a terrible penalty. Like, honestly, Myers, what are you doing? I don't get it, anyone. And it sets up this beautiful goal on the power play by Anaheim to tie it up, roofs it. And I just felt like the Ducks dominated the Ducks dominated the Canucks in that second period. Had two crossbars, had a long stretch of us being outshot 22-9. The second period was nasty. One of the players I did notice, though, throughout the game was Ian Cole. I felt like he had a pretty decent night tonight. Happy to do that. But just texting with friends, we kept talking about, like, what's going on with Pettersson? Like, forget Casper the Ghost. PD the Ghost, where are you, man? Where are you? You're, like, invisible. Like, you can't see you out there. That, like I said, that Mikheyev, Kuzmenko, Pettersson line doesn't look great. And so it's 1-1 going into the third, I believe. I believe that's the right thing. And then in the third period, the Canucks finally wake up because they were getting shellacked. And they decided to win in the third period, which it doesn't matter when you win. As long as you win, that's cool by me. Pettersson finally shoots the puck. Hey, Petey, just in, shoot the puck. And I know it was a wraparound, but it was like there was effort, there was speed. You looked like you wanted to score. I can't say that about the rest of the games that I've been watching you play. And I do want to talk a little bit about that Pettersson goal or shot at the end that he didn't shoot. And let's just talk about it now. Well, we'll talk about it later. And then I felt like Quinn Hughes was great all night. He played so well defensively. He was causing problems to the D. His skating, as usual, was magical. Got a lot of shots, didn't score anything, was trying to continue his point streak. I don't think he got it unless he got it on the Brock goal. He may have. But here we are. We're up 2-1, and they get a penalty on us, and we have about a minute 43 remaining. We're on the power play. We're up by 1. Why are we trying to score? Why are we just wasting time to win the game? And trust me, I don't want, nobody wants to see that, but they got the puck. They got some opportunities. Thankfully, they pulled out their goalie, and Brock, the Rock, again, finds the empty net. Now has 17 goals, so it all worked out, but I was a little confused at the strategy. And then, let's be honest, Demko delivered tonight, everyone. Demko delivered. So I want to dive into some comments of you guys. And Callum was here first. He was here early. Woohoo! Let's go. Big win, right? Big win. So pumped about that. Monty, that third period is the best I've seen Vancouver look in quite a few games. I agree. They looked a lot better in the third period. So I'm with you, Monty. I just think that they looked a lot better as a team, as opportunities to score, all that kind of stuff. Okay. Jason says, yeehaw. Okay, yeah, we won. Bye-bye, Beauvillier. Hopefully Myers to bring on Ethan Bear. There's a lot of talk about Ethan Bear coming to Vancouver. A lot of my friends who aren't Canucks fans like, why is everyone obsessed with Ethan Bear in Vancouver? And it's like, well, I feel like he played pretty good for us last year. But like the announcer said, or in between, I can't remember which one it was, he was saying, well, we don't actually know when Ethan Bear is going to play. Like, is he going to play for a month from now, 2 months from now, 3 months from now? I was like, yeesh. And then you're talking about maybe they're going to go get someone else. Great days, beautiful Beauvillier, airlock, cap, dump. Yes, airlock, cap, dump. And Brock Vember is turning into Brock Sember. Merry Christmas, y'all. Yeah, right? I love it. I love it. Bresser for Prime Minister, Jason says, okay, I like it. I like it. Greedy Petey thinks that he is the reincarnation of Forsberg. Oh, yeah. Greedy. Good to see Petey score. Yes, I agree, especially because I'm in my hockey pool. A little slow out of the gate, but the Canucks deliver the end, Casey says. Yes, Casey, you're totally right. Can anything say anything other than amazing third period? The first two frames were mediocre, but it seemed like Tocchet really fired up the team in the dressing room to perform admirably in the third. Yeah, you know what? That I can see that. Callum says, I said it in September on Locked On Canucks. Besser reminds me of Brett Hall. Really? I watched a lot of Brett Hall. I don't see the comparison, but I hope you're right. I hope you're right. Okay, 12 shots through two periods and then finally turn it on. We need to play 60 minutes of hockey. Well, apparently we don't because we didn't and we still won, but I know. Could Podkolzin be the next guy up if Mikheyev's injury rules him out for a bit, or will it be Carlson drives even? I think Baines might have a shot. I think Baines might be the guy. In the locker room, Kuzi, Coach Tocchet, I'm a Lamborghini. Tocchet, I want a Hummer with twin 50s. Result, Kuzmenko is a Lambo. I like that. I'd like to see Baines. Yeah, that's what I just said, but I didn't read that right away. What a good, close 1-1 miss the first period. Glad to see Brock scored twice. Yeah, Curtis, it was great. It was a great night, man. It was really fun in the way of getting that W, but it was a close game. Too close for comfort. I think we're a better team, and we let them hang around, so I was a little nervous about that. We're going to talk about that later, okay? We're going to talk about that later. The biggest news is Canucks have cap space for Bear now. Is it for Bear or is it for someone? Monty says, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let's get Trev to 1,000 subscribers. Thank you, Monty. I definitely want that as well. I'm hoping for 1,000 subscribers by Christmas. My subscriber list has slowed down, which I'm surprised during the season. So, Nanaimo Shoe Repair, good to have you, man. The Ducks are a young, fast, and talented team. Nothing wrong for tonight's win. Yep, they are. And McTavish was impressive. Where's Zegras? Is he hurt? I was looking forward to seeing him play as well. But Terry has just fallen off the cliff, man. Like, his production's awful. Get a stud, legit first-pairing D-man with the airlock Beauvillier cap. Yeah, how do we do that? Who wants to give away a top two defenseman for that? While the window's open, no filter, only killer. Okay. We need a big bear on that blue line. Okay. Eric, welcome. Good to see you. Hey, Trevor, how did you feel about Patrick Kane went to the Detroit Red Wings talking about the trade? You know what? I do like, for Detroit, I like that they got Kane. I just don't think that, I don't understand why Kane wanted to go there. I don't think they have a shot to win the Stanley Cup. So I'm confused. I'm very confused by that. So I don't know about you guys, but I am confused at why they pulled that trade or signing. But I'm pumped for Kane in the way that he's playing again, and it's exciting he's going into a Red Wings jersey. I think that's kind of a cool thing. So I'm happy about it. It's just kind of like a kind of opportunity. So okay. We playing meaningful games in December? Absolutely. Beauvillier wasn't doing much in Van. Cap space equals good. Fifth rounder trade good. Wait for it. Alvin is planning something. Let's revisit this in a week. Yeah, I know there's a lot of speculation, and I've seen a few rumors. It's been interesting. So now it's like we traded Horvat for a second. For Horvat and a second, for Hronek, a fifth, and Ratu. If you told me this would be the full transaction in February, I would be absolutely livid. Now I don't hate it. Right now, well, I wasn't happy when we traded for Hronek either, but I was wrong. He's amazing. So call up Baines today. Make Surrey believe in a Christmas miracle. Yes, that would be great. Jumped past the Kings. Yeah, and don't we? No, we didn't pass the Golden Knights because they went to overtime with the Oilers. Speaking of which, we play them on Thursday. That's going to be a monster game. It's for first place in the West, in the Western Conference. So Eric says maybe keeping Hogues on the third for more shutdown defensive experience. Yeah, I just don't think Tocchet likes Höglander. I don't know why. Myers takes out another Canuck. I know, right? Chaos Giraffe is an agent of chaos. We have to accept, like Uncle Bo, who lives in a van down by the river. P still hurt. Yeah, I mean, that's the only thing I can describe it, but I just don't think that's a good enough excuse anymore. Greedy Petey's goal was made by Kuzmenko getting raped in front of the blue paint. You know what? And he was causing problems for the goalie, and the goalie, like Gibson, was more concerned about Kuzi than he was about Pettersson, and that's why he got scored on. Even when Pettersson scored, he was still complaining to the refs. So it's like, no, dude, stop the puck. Like, that's your job. Stop whining. Stop the puck. Silas, good to have you here. After the second, I wasn't convinced. Glad to see an awesome third. I agree. And Ray, thoughts on the next game versus the Knights? We're going to get there in just a second. Actually, let's go there right now because you asked. I'm going there right now. And where is it? Right here. I'm going to be live streaming after this game, everyone. So make sure you come out Thursday night. And I do want to talk about this game. So we'll share this screen. And here's tonight's. By the way, I didn't check. Demko got first star. Brock got second star. And Pettersson got third star. That's interesting. Absolutely interesting. I want to check out the shots. 12. They outshot us in both of those periods, and then we dominated 15-4 in the third and made it respectable. Okay, let's go to the next games, which will be. Let's see here. Where is the game? This is Vancouver. This is the preview right here, everyone. So from the last 5 games, Hughes has 6 points. So 3 goals. I don't even know who is it. Admirado. I don't even know how you say that name. Roy has 4 assists. Carrier. Like, where's Stone? Where's Carlson? Maybe that's why they're struggling, right? Everyone. Is Demko playing? I think they're going to play him that night. I think he'll be playing against Aiden Hill. Look at Aiden Hill's stats, everyone. 9-2-2. 196. Whew, that's good. This is going to be a goalie matchup to pay attention to. I do not think Thompson or DeSmith gets a look. This is the first matchup of the season, but in the last 10 games, We're 5-5, and Vegas is 3-4-3. So we definitely have an opportunity to make a statement and beat Vegas and go number one in the West. We got the game Thursday. March 7th is the next one in Vegas, and then again in Vegas on the 2nd, and then 6 days later we got back in Vancouver in the last month. So those interesting that we have these huge breaks in between. So whoever wins there on Thursday, then we don't play for months against them again. So power play, we've got a better power play. They've got a way better penalty kill, so that's not good because we score most of our goals on the power play. And then face-offs, we're same. Goals for, we've got more, but that's because we beat Edmonton 8-1 and San Jose 10-1. So, and then goals against, okay, we're similar. So I don't know, like we've got a shot. I'm not saying we can't win this game. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if we did win the game. So, but what do you guys think about this? Are we going to beat Vegas? Are you predicting that we're going to beat Vegas? It's in Vancouver, so that's also another real blessing. But definitely check out the stream after. We'll be talking everything about the game and absolutely excited about it. So let's get just back into the 3-1 win. And okay, so thoughts on the Kings. That's where we were last time. Okay, I have insider info on Ethan Bear. Okay, he's been rehabbing his shoulder in Kelowna. He's been practicing at the arena with his trainers while I play twice a week. He's been skating with a Nucks jersey. Yes, we actually seen footage with that on TV. I think they talked about that on Saturday night. They showed footage of him in Kelowna with a Nucks jersey on. So, yeah, interesting, right? I mean, does that mean he's coming to Vancouver? It doesn't necessarily mean that, but it is definitely trending in the right direction, right? Jarvis says, we were pushing the momentum flow all the way to our side in the third. Yeah, not in the second, though. Just the pace and all the chances were going to the Canucks. So impressive and urgent in a good way to close it out. Yes. Yeah, like you're the better team. You should be winning these games. So I agree with you. We got to fill the cupboard with A-list talent. You hear me, Alvin? Okay, Callum's getting pumped up here. If you're a goaltender, stop the oh yeah, right? I know he was so distracted by Kuzmenko, but Demko was awesome. He was the difference tonight. Going to Vegas and Canucks Live. Wow, can't wait. That's right. Actually, my friend Carl's going to that game too. It's going to be pretty special. It's going to be pretty special. Petey wouldn't be playing if he was hurt. Never mind throwing hits. Bit of a snoozer, but it's a win. Yes, Toymaker, it was a bit of a snoozer. Chris Friesen, cap space. That's right. That was a big trade for cap space for sure. Baines would be amazing to see. Definitely earned a call up for sure. So excited for Vegas. Time to observe and see how we compete against the reigning champs. We'll have to play with the utmost intensity here. Make an announcement to the league. Go Canucks, go. Absolutely, Jarvis. Love it. Callum, with Chaos Draft killing our starters, the young cap-friendly guns, Looking and Abby are coming. Make way and let the kids play, but not on defense. Get quality. Okay. John, good to see you. It's always hard to play against long losing streak teams. Vegas doesn't want to lose 4. Nope, they don't. Canucks over Vegas 5-4 in overtime. Woo! With both of those goals, I mean, I guess tonight that's exactly what happened with Vegas and Edmonton. So it's possible. I just don't think our firepower is there as much. So we need to be better defensively, and I think they'll be better defensively. But it'll be a tight night Thursday. Thursday game will be fun one to watch. I agree, Curtis, 100%. What do you think of the Beauvillier trade? I actually talked about it at the beginning of this live stream, but I love that we moved a winger and got cap space for Beauvillier. Freed up $3 million for this season. It's a 4.1. We were going to trade him anyways at the deadline. I like that we did it early. It gives us more flexibility. I hope that Beauvillier plays really well in Chicago, so that's really good. So, yeah. Actually, what is the issue with the first and second periods? I'm still pretty sure on how they outshot us. Unsure how they outshot us by that much, right? I agree 100%. Why didn't think we were going to lose. The team works by a lot. Yeah. Hey, Ruben, welcome. I want to believe we win, but I'm feeling that Vegas will come out strong and take the W. I think it's just like, honestly, that's the pessimistic side of us. We've been disappointed over the years. I just think we got to start believing now, but there are some real big concerns I have about Vancouver and going forward. And if they win against Vegas, that'll be a big statement game. But I hear you and I feel that, but I'm not gonna be the negative Nelly here. I'm gonna be positive, and I think that we're gonna play better than you think. And I know you'll be happy about that. But welcome, Ruben. It's good to have you here. Does anyone in this chat have Super Scissors have it on game day? No, I don't, because honestly, it doesn't matter. If you have a superstition, it doesn't matter. You could say you shouldn't watch a game because every time I watch a game, they lose, or every time they watch it, they win, and eventually it's not like that. Now, who is it that has been? Oh, it was a different sport, so we'll talk about that later, another day on a different channel. He should do good if he plays with Bedard. I don't know. Do you think Beauvillier is going to play with Bedard? Like, he's a bottom six player, maybe a second line pairing guy for sure, but maybe he gets a chance. So, future, welcome. Demko versus Hill is going to be interesting. Absolutely. Got to trade for a D-man before Thursday? I don't think that matters, because even if we do, is that guy going to help us? Is he going to be able to be in the structure, be ready? I don't know if, depends who it is, but I don't think we need to trade for one before Thursday. Go with who we have. Let's see what we can do. It will give us a better idea of how we're at. Okay. Canucks didn't have many struggles with Vegas last year, but now here a much improved team with acquisitions. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see, right? Hey, Trev, always changing your lids. No, yeah, dude, I'm always changing them. You're talking about these, right? Yeah, I've got 9 different Canucks hats. Love them, and yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Hughes plays so much, we only need 5 D-men. I know. This is the crazy part. So let's go back to I want to talk to you guys about something that I think is quite important. And I'm actually quite disturbed about what's happened this week. I want to talk about the Bedard and Corey Perry thing that's been happening. I have been quite honestly disgusted by what's happened. Now, Corey Perry's been let go from the team. It's indefinitely. It's done. Something happened internally, and it was like a detriment to the team, and which nobody has known what it is. And it's fine. They're dealing with it on their own. Then all these rumors about Bedard's mom comes out with Perry, and I just want to go on record and saying, if this is just a rumor, this is despicable. This is disgusting. And this has no place in hockey. You have a young guy in Bedard that doesn't need this. Now, I'm leaning that this is untrue and unfounded, but I'm thinking about my own son who's the same age as Bedard. And if someone was coming after my wife or my son's mom, this is just disgusting. Now, if this is true, which I really, really hope it's not, then that's a whole other can of worms that I don't know how to deal with that. But they are the Blackhawks have come out and adamantly denied that there's anything going on with another player or another player's family. And I don't think they're trying to save face, but I'm absolutely disgusted by what the NHL, what's happening with fans talking about this. It's a real new low. And what I don't like about it is no matter where he goes now, Bedard goes, there's going to be some, and I'm going to say it, idiot fan, total loser that's going to go out and say something to Bedard about his mom and Corey Perry, even if it's not true. Because fans don't know where the line are. Like no, most of them do for sure. But I would not be surprised if people in opposing arenas or rival teams, especially as he gets older and better and his team gets better, are going to say something. I wouldn't be surprised if there were some players on the ice trying to get under Bedard's skin and would say something. And this is where I just have no patience for this kind of garbage. So I don't like this situation. I'm really ticked off, as you can tell by it. I think it's shameful and disgusting that this is going there. Now, if it's true, that's a whole nother thing, and we can talk about that another night. But I'm under the assumption that it's not true, and I don't know who would try to start a rumor like that. That's absolutely disgusting. So want to get into some of you guys' comments, and I hope they're good on this because I'm pretty passionate about it. So, okay. So changing your bucket isn't superstitious? No, not at all. I don't. It does not matter. It's just a hat that I wear. They're building up the drama for it. Yeah. For what? For the Vegas game or the Bedard thing? So it's either hazing young players or an alcohol cocaine thing. Yeah, it could be that. I don't know what it is, Toymaker. I don't think we're going to find out, to be honest with you. But I think you're going to get a lot of people now trying to find out what it is, but I'm not sure. Management has already confirmed the incident was not sexually related. It had something to do with a team employee. Okay, that's good to know. It's good to know. Don't you remember Jeff Brown in Vancouver versus? Yeah, no, I understand. I remember. 31 points. Nearest Pacific wild card team is 21 points. Doesn't matter 1 to 3. What does this mean, Brian? Doesn't matter 1 to 3. Yeah. Anyways, so I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts on the game tonight. Post in the comments some stuff that's going on. Like, for example, Jarvis says, honestly, I'd like to see where that rumor started. Just awful for Connor. I feel for the kid, right? I feel for him too. He doesn't deserve to be dealing with garbage like that. Perry, he's like 40, I believe, but just straight up not helping the team morale, character, the whole chemistry. Yes, it's absolutely gross. So if the Canucks keep up this pace, how do you think they'll approach the trade deadline? I think if they haven't added a defenseman, they will be trying to add a defenseman for depth or for production. I think we're actually good forwards-wise. I mean, we're always open to making a deal that makes it as a smart move for the Vancouver Canucks. But I think this is a great question, Ruben. I think that's how they approach it. It's going to be interesting to see, like, what's our record going to be in February, right? What's it going to be in March? So once we get there, I think that's going to be the interesting moments for sure. So. And Ruben, let me know, like, what do you think they'll do at the trade deadline? I'd love to know your thoughts. We need to beat some big name teams, Vegas, Bruins, etc. I don't think we need to beat the Bruins at all. It doesn't matter what we do against the East, other than, like, we just need the points. I don't think it's important that we beat the Bruins. I do think beating a team like Vegas, I thought it was important that we beat Colorado, and that was disappointing that we lost. So, Toymaker, I'm with you there. Those are some of the teams we need to be beating. 1 to 3. First through third, yeah. A Pacific team not in the top 3 has at least 10 points to catch. Okay. Interesting. Trade Myers for a new skate sharpener. Yeah, he wasn't good tonight. And he gets injured a lot, but he plays through it. So I'll give him credit for that. But yeah. Look, y'all, our cup window is wide open for the first time in a long time, right, Callum? This is why it's been fun, and I've been absolutely enjoying it. I've been enjoying this whole thing. So I hope they are conservative. Don't want them to go big because I'm not sure we're good enough to do that. A few depth moves and a D-man work for me. And yeah, and it all depends on, like, what we trade, right? Like, I do not want to be trading a first round pick at all for this next season. I don't care what. Well, It depends on what we get in turn, but I don't want these rentals and you give away a first rounder for him, right? So, I mean, if you're going to get a guy and he's going to stick on the team, that's another story, but I still want to keep it. So I know it's still too early yet, but would the Canucks make it to the Stanley Cup final? Yeah, I think I'm with you, Curtis. It is too early. I like how they're trending. I like how they play. I like how much they've improved since last year. I do think they're going to make the playoffs. And then once you get in, then we'll find out what's going to happen. So, but yeah, I think that right now we have a shot. I mean, and who would have said that before, right? But I wouldn't be putting my eggs all in the Vancouver basket just yet. So first time here. Oh, welcome, man. Hey, when did you become a Canucks fan, and are you from BC? I'm a BC boy through and through. I became a Canucks fan when I was a little kid. I've been following them for decades. So, yeah, what about yourself, man? And if you don't mind, hit that subscribe button. I'd love for you to catch my content on your YouTube channel. I've dedicated this channel just to Canuck stuff for the last. I did Canuck stuff for a long time, but with other sports. And I decided 9 months ago that I was going to build this channel. And so I built it from the ground up, and 150 videos, 9 months, over 700 subscribers. And I'm so thankful for all the support I've got. But I'm trying to get to 1,000 before Christmas. So I appreciate your help. And if you like this content, please hit the subscribe button. So Toymaker, we got a few wins versus the Sharks, Oilers. Yeah, it doesn't feel satisfying enough. But I mean, and we lost to the Sharks too. Like, you can't take anyone for granted, right? But doesn't feel satisfying enough. We need to slap some Vegas Av type teams. Yep, I agree. Carol, welcome. Good to have you here. Hi, everyone. What a good third period. I agree. It was a very good third period. Happy with that. Get top quality players. We can't be meh this season. No, I agree. And then Carol's waving. It's good to have you here, Carol. It's awesome to have you here. So, yeah, we've been streaming for 37 minutes. It's been fun to connect with you guys and girls. It's a big win, I think, at the end of the day. I absolutely think it's a big win. Thankful for that, because it's 2 points we needed to keep the pace. But I'm gonna call it a night. But don't forget the live stream that's coming up on Thursday after the Vegas game. Come join me. We're going to be talking about everything in that game that happened. So glad that you came here and supported the channel and had a conversation with me. I love connecting with you guys. So have a great night, and thanks so much. And of course, always, go Canucks, go!